Well, 2 more suspects have been arrested
On a shocking act of violence.
that brutal attack on 2 NYPD officers over the weekend.
He's being held on a $15,000 bail.
4 migrants who attacked 2 NYPD officers in Times Square last week were released with no bail and are now reported to have fled New York to California. I'm Fran Racioppi, and this is your Daily Jedburgh. Today's top highlights in under 4 minutes and why they're important to you, according to me. In this unacceptable and disturbing incident, 2 NYPD officers were simply doing their job, breaking up a disorderly group outside the migrant shelter in Times Square. The group is reported to have been running a pickpocketing scheme throughout the city. The officers were attacked by up to 7 migrants who fled on foot. The first 4 were arrested and released with no bail, citing a controversial 2020 State Bail Reform Act. The act allows assailants in cases not involving homicide weapons or serious injury to be released on their own recognizance. In his appreciation on the way out of court, one of the accused migrants took the opportunity to let America know we were number 1, or maybe number 2. Let's put this into context. 4 men conduct an illegal act by crossing our southern border and entering our country. They find their way to New York City, where our tax dollars pay for their food, their clothing, and their shelter. They then continue to commit crimes against the very taxpayers supporting their illegal status by stealing from them. 2 of New York's finest intervene, and these same 4, plus some of their buddies, commit a violent crime, brutally assaulting them in public. Their short-lived arrest ends with release, after which they flee New York to reportedly California, where they'll be eligible for more taxpayer-funded food, clothing, and shelter. Remember Daniel Penny, the Marine who intervened in a subway incident that led to the accidental death of homeless street performer Jordan Neely? Penny's a U.S. Marine who took action because he felt his life and others were in danger, so he put Neely in a chokehold. Whether Penny is found guilty or not is not the point. The point is that Penny was given a $100,000 bail for an accidental Good Samaritan-induced action. 4 illegal alien gang members caught in the midst of criminal activity viciously assaulted 2 police officers and went free without 1 penny of remuneration. Penny's a U.S. Marine from Long Island with every reason to return to court. What kind of judge or prosecutor believes for 1 second that an illegal alien is going to return to court to face prosecution for assaulting a police officer? It was never going to happen. And I'm not buying the excuse out of the DA that they had to conduct due diligence to confirm who was involved in the assault. If the police weren't sure who did it, then why did they arrest them in the first place? America is a country of laws and respect for each other. It's a basic expectation of our citizens and our visitors. Our judicial system is expected to uphold common sense laws that protect our citizens and our law enforcement officers. If we can't take decisive action against common criminals who deliberately disrespect our citizens, our law enforcement, and our laws, then who are we as Americans?